Hello and welcome to another Thursday throwback. Today we're going to be looking at Jetpac, the 1983 release from Ultimate Play the game, which later became Rare. So yeah, this is kind of Rare's first release, even though it was under the Ultimate title before they got later bought out by Rare. Came out on the ZX Spectrum and the VIC-20 originally, which later became the sort of Commodore 64. So yeah, just going to see how I do on this playthrough. I'm playing it on Rare Replay, which is available on Xbox and PC. You can also get Jetpac Refuelled as well, which has the retro original on it. That came out in 2007, and I might show a bit of a clip of that later. So yeah, it's basic premises. The basic premises of the game is to build your rocket, collect these fuels, drop them over as such, and really just see how far you can go. I think my top score for this is about 100 odd thousand, 106-ish. I doubt I'll be getting that today. You can kind of like cheese it a little bit by staying up in that top right corner. Not much would ever get you up there, but today I'm going to be going for it a little bit more. And you can see once you've filled up your rocket, just avoid the enemies and get in it, and that's the level done. And that's pretty much it, really, just on a repeating basis with different enemies. It's one of those games that ends up just repeating itself. Once you get through so many levels, you get a variation of enemies each time, and then they'll all start being the same enemies again. I think I've only ever managed, oh, that's it, that's my first life gone. Yeah, normally you can pick up a few extra lives as well, or points. It's one of those games that focuses on playability, really, and a really good release for 1983. Obviously still fairly early in the gaming years. Okay, I think we're gonna do okay. Oh, you kind of work, the boosters kind of work on like a thrust, so it's not like up or down. You hold down to use the thrust, so it can be a bit of a judgment issue there sometimes. As you can see, already 2 deaths in the first 2 levels, which is not particularly good. Yeah, I'm going to be trying doing one of these every Thursday, just to look back at older games. There's going to be a variety on there. At the moment, the first one was on school days. This one is also from the ZX Spectrum, which was one of my first systems, along with the Commodore 64. But I will be branching out a little bit as well. So if you do want to see any particular games, let me know. I do hate these bubbles though, they're a little bit more unpredictable. I'm just going to stay safe. Bit disappointed with what's happening with Rare at the moment, with the cancellation of a few games, with Perfect Dark and Everwild not going to see the light of day now. They've been going a long time if you include the Ultimate days. Hopefully they will still be able to produce a few good games. I know they're still obviously doing a lot for Sea of Thieves, which, yeah, I really enjoyed that actually. Okay, I think we're gonna do the bubbles one all right, I think. I will try and, you don't really need to pick up these extras like the diamonds and stuff, it's just for points. But yeah, they can help in terms of getting you extra lives. Okay, so what's the next enemy gonna be? I think it's the like spaceships, if my memory serves me correctly. I still play this quite a bit actually for an old game. Yeah, these ones are a bit easier actually. I find them easier than the bubbles. because their flight path is a bit more predictable. Saying that, I'm going to die now, aren't I? After, yeah. So yeah, these are nice and simple ones. The fuel's over there. Being a bit kind to me at the moment with the fuel. It can be horrible when it drops down in the far corner. You can go across the screens as well, a bit like sort of Pac-Man style, come out the other side. That can help as well, because you can actually see sometimes where the enemies are going to come from. Like if you just notice that white one came from the other side there. Now it's getting a bit packed in there. Oh yeah, get in, get out. That's what you want to do. So if you are enjoying these, yeah, a like and a subscribe would be much appreciated for my channel. I do quite a few retro games, but I also do a lot of modern games as well. Sometimes just clips, playthroughs, achievements and trophy guides, all sorts really, all things gaming. So we've got a new rocket now, or a shuttle. That's another death down. How many lives have I got left? 2. Well, only on 17,000. There's going to be no top scores today, and yeah, it's falling apart now. So sometimes I do alright on these games. I've actually started off pretty badly today, and typical when I'm making a video. But the idea is I am going to do these videos just a one-off play, see how I do. I suppose unless I do particularly awful and don't get enough footage. Okay, is that me done? Oh no, I've got one more life. And that's it. Okay, well there was a sequel to it. Now when you think about the success of Jetpac, you can imagine them saying, you know, imagine Jetpac where you can have a vehicle, a lunar module, a base you can destroy. Yeah, it sounds so much better, doesn't it? But to be honest with you, it was a little bit more difficult. You can see you can... Oh, no, almost dead. I thought I was hiding then for a second. The enemies are very unpredictable. You can try and get in the lunar module, but once you get those dents down there, then yeah, you actually have to repair those. And then the idea is to try and drop the bomb on the enemy base. But you can see I can't actually move at the moment, so you can do a few repairs. Or alternatively, you can just try and fly the bomb to the base. Obviously, you've got all the enemies to avoid. And you're a bit limited this one as well on fuel. So yeah, if you run out of fuel there, okay, we're going now. We're off. So I think the enemy base, you've got a little signal up there. There's another dent there. Should be able to repair that. Just wait for a moment. Yeah. Okay. I think I actually have to get out here. I don't know. What happens if I just drive into the base? Okay. Have I destroyed the base? No. No, I haven't. Don't play this one so much. I'm trying to get the challenges at the moment on rare replay, and they're proving a bit tough. Now in 2007 there was a new release for Jetpac. Very similar game to the original release. Obviously this one's a bit more jazzed up with the graphics at the time. The gameplay is very similar, exactly the same really. You just got better looking aliens, better backgrounds. So if you've never played Jetpac and you are interested in trying it out for the first time, this could be the one for you if you prefer the more modern graphics. You can see the fuel really does light up there as well. It lets you know exactly where it is. And you can get a few variations on the guns there as well, you know. So this one can shoot up. Makes it slightly easier. And yeah, it's actually a really good tribute to the original Jetpac game. I don't think you can get this from the Xbox store anymore because it was a 360 game, but you can still pick it up on Rare Replay as well, which is a really good collection of games if you've got access to that. It's got a few of the old classics from the sort of ZX Spectrum days, like Night Law and the Saberman games, Saber Wolf. Yeah, so it's really worth checking that out. I'll probably do a few videos from Rare Replay games, I would have thought, because it's a good source of old games. So thank you very much for joining me on a little trip down memory lane, and I'll see you next time.